Crazy things. So I met with a conflict resolution counselor guy today at work, part of the manager training course, and kind of gave him a story about myself. And it's so funny when I tell people about my weight loss journey, because one of the crazier things that I did when I made the commitment to cycling to work was I knew that if I had a car, that come winter I'd be driving it, and it'd be that much harder to get back on the bike. So I made the choice to sell my vehicle. And by selling the vehicle, I forced myself to have to ride. I'm sure that this guy was just thinking, so what would happen to you, you know, if you got hurt or the snow was so bad you couldn't ride? And I can understand that defeatist mentality. But in my opinion, the good outweighs the chances of bad. And thus far, I've been proven right in the success of my weight loss. I've become a much stronger and agile rider because of it. It's not necessarily a commitment that I'd say everybody should make, but for me it was the right decision, I think. Took me just about 2 years to lose 160 pounds. And I told the story before. If you're a newcomer to my channel, you may or may not know it. So I guess I'll tell you the story again, seeing as how I got time. I was 321 pounds. I had just returned from a trip to Mississippi for work. I had a coworker that was using the phone he had to scan a barcode to track his calories. And I made fun of him and said that didn't work. Well, then I gave it a try. And within a couple weeks, maybe a month, I'd basically lost 20 pounds. Just counting calories, tracking my calories, using this app. So sure enough, because I proved myself wrong, I kept on going, kept strong on staying committed to following what the app was saying as far as the recommended daily intake of calories. And just counting calories for a year, I lost 80 pounds. No exercise, like no no crazy exercise. The only exercise I was doing was walking around at work. Wasn't going out of my way to do anything to burn calories. I was just melting away, eating the recommended daily calories. Well then, after the first year, I had gotten light enough that I wanted to try riding a bike. And I was getting to the point where I wanted to accelerate my weight loss. And being that I only live about 3.5 miles from work, I thought, riding a bike to work would be nice. And it would burn extra calories. So I went and bought a cheap bike, started riding that around, and fell in love. I love riding a bike again. So what did I do? I went and bought a little more expensive bike. Started riding that to work. Riding every day. And then winter started getting ready to come. Got cold. So I sold my car to make sure that I had to ride every day. And wouldn't you know it, 1 year later, I'd basically lost the other 80 pounds. I got all the way down to 160 pounds. Now 160 pounds was kind of light for my size. I didn't feel like I looked as good or felt as good at 160. And my ideal weight, my BMI ideal, whatever that's called, said that I should be about 185. 180, 185. So the day I hit 160 and had the bragging rights of saying I'm half the man I used to be, I started putting weight back on. And I'll tell you, it's a lot funner putting it on than taking it off. And basically now I've been that weight for a year. And that's it. That's how hard it was, or easy. Ooh, I don't know what that was. It was big and clingy.